Welcome to my third update of 26 in 2026. I have a really good update for you today, maybe a little too good, but I'll go over that near the end. I have three different categories of products to share with you today. I have my neglecteds, which unfortunately seems to always happen. I have the ones I made progress on, and spoiler alert, I have quite a few empties. So let's start with those neglected so they don't get too comfortable being neglected. The first product I have to share with you in the neglected category are my 17 sachets. Yeah, you heard that right, 17 of the Juice to Cleanse powder wash. The only reason I haven't been reaching for these is because I'm currently working on a different cleanser in this project. So unfortunately, these are going to have to wait until that cleanser is used up. However, previously in this project, I did try these. I think it was back in January. So I did get 9 uses then. 0 uses this month means that we're still at the 9 uses that I previously got. These next two products are like true neglected products. The first one is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Powder Wash. I think I'm also saving this one to the very end because it is my favorite, so I'm going to go through all the rest of the powder washes that I have in this project first, and then I'll work on these ones. I think it's like to savor it to that last kind of moment. With these, I have 16 sachets left. I've got 0 uses this month. I got 0 uses previous month, so we're still at 0. The last of the neglecteds is the Missha Time Revolution Artemisia Treatment Essence, and this one is similar to the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Powder Washes. I got 0 uses before, I got 0 uses this month, so it's sitting at 0, and the reason for that is because there's also another Artemisia Treatment Essence in this project, and I was working on that one first, so eventually it'll be its time. So luckily that's it for neglected products. I only have 3, so not too bad. But on to the products that I made progress on, just unfortunately haven't been able to use them up yet. First is my by Wishtrend Green Tea and Enzyme Powder Wash. This is my new shower cleanser. So anytime I have a shower, I wash my face with this. I really enjoy this one. I'm happy that it comes in a big bottle. There's 70 grams of this, so should last quite a while. However, this past month I only reached for it 6 times, which means it's now got 6 uses in this project. So it's going to take quite a while to go through this. I have 6 sachets of the Isntree Spot Saver Mugwort Powder Wash left, and unfortunately I did end up spilling one of them, so I emptied them all into this little container here. So I find it a little easier. I can put a lid on it and then just kind of like sprinkle it into my hand as I need it, and that way I don't have to worry about it wasting or falling over again. I did get 7 uses out of these this past month for a total of 42 uses so far this project, and this is the one that I'm going to focus on first before moving into the other sachets. Shouldn't be a problem though, because this is literally all we have left. I feel silly even including this one into the progress category, but I did technically use it. This is the IOPE Bio Essence, and I got 1 use of it this past month for a total so far of 1 use in this project. I was trying to find the right kind of toner to put into a skincare routine that I currently have, and so I gave this one a shot, but unfortunately I like something better, so that's why it only got 1 use. My favorite toner in this project, so I might be lingering this one to the end along with that Hyaluronic Acid Powder Wash. This is the Keep Cool and Soothe toner, and I got 10 uses out of it this past month for a total of 10 uses so far this project, and they were all from those toner pads that I was making at home. Unfortunately, this isn't the best for making those toner pads. I think you need something with a little bit more like healing component to it. This is just severely hydrating. Even though it says soothing, I find it more to be like a hydrating toner. So I like something like Mugwort or Artemisia better when it comes to the toner pads, but I gave it a try. It didn't hurt, and luckily we still got lots left. The one that did end up fitting into my skincare routine that I was making, this is the Purito Centella Unscented Toner. And with this one, I got 11 uses last month for a total of 13 uses so far this project. This has a little bit more of a body to it. Like, it's not, definitely not serum like, it's just like a thick water, like a jelly water kind of like. And I just, yeah, it just worked well with my routine. I paired it with vitamin C, which is really great because the two of them together can amplify the effects of both products. So I think this was a good pick to fit in the routine, and hopefully we'll have some good progress on this for next month. The Artemisia toner that I was focusing on was the TONYMOLY's from Ganghwa Pure Artemisia First Essence, and this I got 39 uses on last month for a total of 39 uses. However, I have since kind of like changed my routine a little bit, and I'm focusing now on the Purito. So happy to have a good chunk of use on it this past month, but I'm not sure how much it'll get next month. And the last of the progress products I have is the Some by Me V10 Hyal Air Fit Sunscreen. And this one, kind of like the IOPE, I feel a little bit silly updating you on because I got one use this past month for a total of one use so far in this project, and unfortunately that one use didn't go the best. This is another sunscreen that seems to run that I have to powder or else it's in my eyes and I'm crying. But I bought it and we're gonna make our way through it, and luckily this one doesn't expire until August, so I definitely think we should have it done by then. On to products that I used up. The first one is the Tuso Wuong Enzyme Powder Wash. This is discontinued as far as I know, and I'm okay with that. Unfortunately, this is not my favorite powder wash. This is actually probably my least favorite. First off, the granules are a lot larger. They're kind of like sugar granules, but they break down a little bit slower, so they're always feeling a little bit rough on the skin. Like, they're not soft, they're like pretty jagged, so you just have to be careful if they don't fully like dissolve in your hands first. The second thing is, this smells like laundry detergent. You know, could be worse, but it's just weird washing your face with something that smells like fresh laundry. So, and I did find it a little like over cleansing, so all those things kind of put together makes this my least favorite cleanser, but that's okay. I used it up, it is now gone. I did get another 35 uses out of it this past month for a total of 53 uses to use this. If you're gonna put it in the shower, just be very careful because I don't think this lid fully closes, and it did start getting clogged in here and I had to decant it at a certain point. And once it clumps, those clumps don't really break down, so you kind of lose a little bit of product. A product that I got 9 uses to use up in 26 uses. This is the I'm from Mugwort Essence, and I used this one to make toner pads. And I think that was like a great idea. However, I really enjoyed this one, and I wish I either had a little bit more or I would have saved a little bit to just use it as a regular toner. A product I'm kind of indifferent about. Like, it felt really good on the skin, it felt hydrating, it felt soothing, but I think it's just a personal thing because I could not get past the scent. And that is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water, and it's supposed to smell like ginseng, which is not a problem. But for some reason for me, every once in a while, it just smelled like tobacco. Like, not every use, just every occasional use. And I think that just really threw me off, and it kind of hindered the experience a little bit. So I'm not sure why that happened, because you'd think if it's gonna smell like tobacco to me, it should smell like it every time, not random time. So a little weird, but it's okay, it happens. If you don't mind the smell of ginseng, this actually felt really nice on the skin, so not a bad toner. I did get 9 uses out of it this past month for a total of 81 uses to finally use it up. One I am happy to have out of my collection, this is the Rovectin Skin Essentials Activating Treatment Lotion, and this is a hyaluronic acid treatment lotion. So hyaluronic acid is not my favorite thing. I just think it's overhyped, overused, and I'm very bored with it essentially. It doesn't work the best for my skin. There's other ingredients that work better, but I bought it. I used it up. I did get 21 more uses out of this one for 88 uses in this project, and I did use this one on my body and on my face to try and go through it a little bit quicker, just because again, hyaluronic acid's just not my thing, but it's finally gone. The Make Prem UV Defense Me I got 35 more uses out of for a total of 64 uses. We were able to use this thing up before it expired in June, so that's super exciting because that was something I was worried about. I would say overall, this sunscreen was actually not that bad, and it reminded me of my favorite sunscreen from Banila Co. However, this does run, and so if you don't like set it in place, or if you like put it slightly under your eyebrow, it ends up in your eyes, and that's the only reason I wouldn't repurchase this one. And unfortunately, the last empty I have for you is another sunscreen that I didn't like. 14 uses and a total of, or 14 uses this month and a total of 21 uses in this project, and my Takobo Cotton Soft Sunstick is gone. I did try using this one on my face, but I didn't really like it. I found it best to kind of like use on my neck and décolleté, and that's how I ended up using this product up. However, it's kind of, maybe it's just because it's a little bit cooler here, but like it felt really sticky and it kind of like pulled on my skin, and in certain areas it's a little sensitive. So didn't really enjoy that. This is also one, when it was on my face, it ran into my eyes, which is just 100% a no for me. So all around, happy to have this out of my collection, and also used this up before it expired. I think this one was May, so we did pretty dang good with our sunscreen so far. So that is my update for 26 in 2026, and I kind of made reference earlier that it was like a little too good of an update, and the reason for that is because I started with 26 products and I now have 10. And it is just it's the end of April / beginning of May, and I've still got all year left to go. Now, part of me wants to simmer down a little bit because that enzyme cleanser is going to take a while to go through, and then I still got 2 other cleansers to get through, and cleansers can take a little while. However, I don't feel I have enough in this project to last me to the end of the year. So I guess my question to you is, what happens if we use everything up? Do you just want this project to end? Did you want me to bring other things into it? It's just a little weird to bring other things into it because it's literally called 26 in 2026 and any more products, and it's not going to be 26. So I'm just kind of curious, like, what is your preference? Do we get a head start on 27, or yeah, throw me your ideas. I'm really curious because, like I said, I don't think we're gonna last till the end of the year. Having said that, I really appreciate you being here today and watching my videos. It definitely helps my channel out, and it also encourages me to keep going. So thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm not gonna talk about the weather in this one because I've got nothing good to say right now. But until the next video or the next time I see you, I hope the day treats you well. Bye.